In the news. In the news from the Silvers Media. In the news of the Silvers Media. It's in the news. All right, let's get in the news today. So, I have a few things to talk about. And, really what I wanted to tell you about, it's just really something kind of, things that hit me, the telephone's ringing. So we might have to stop this, and then we'll come back to it, all these interruptions here. We'll be back. Hey, everybody, we're back. A little telefarter called. I call them telemarketer farters is what they are. We get a lot of those. I wish some real people would pick that phone up and give me a call for work and business. That phone there. Call us. 804-789-9373. Give us a call. We can help you out with computer work. We've been advertising this for months, so it ain't nothing new, people. You know what I do, so pick up the phone. Give me a call so I can help you so you can get out of the problem you're in. You got a computer problem? Hey, we can do that. Hey, you got children problems? We can do that too. Hey, do you need somebody to help marry you? Hey, I can marry you too. Hey, you got anybody you need to bury? I can help bury them too. Yeah, give me a call. Pick up the phone. Don't eat at home. Pick up the phone. That's how we get things done, right? Well, let's talk about some good news now instead of all that. Let's get into some news stories today. I wanted to tell you, nice, cute little boy by the name of Caleb, I think his name is Blandon, came home in Hanover, 3 counties yesterday. Fire engine and police escort. Looked like a little small parade. Lots of people were there with open arms, kissing, hugging, and shaking his hand. A cute boy fighting cancer. Lymphoma, I do believe. Fighting that cancer is a horrible thing. But we just want to say our prayers go out to the family in Hanover County, Mechanicsville, Virginia here. Caleb, it's a cute name. I tell you what, when I have a son, I'm going to hopefully name him Caleb because that's a pretty name too, one of these days. But I just want to say, our heart goes out to you and your family, Caleb, and we love you, and we just want you to keep getting well. We're praying for you here at New Honor Church of Christ and the News of Independent News Media Network. And we just want to let you know that our heart and prayers go out to you and to your family. So we want to talk about another thing, allude to you about. There's a scam going around 4 counties, Richmond, actually city and 3 counties, Caroline, Goochland, and Henrico County residents have received a letter saying that if you don't give money by a certain date, we're going to tell on all your infidelity secrets. So, one guy got a letter, but the kicker is here, he was not even married. And he got this letter, and it says that he had to pay up this money. Of course, he didn't pay up the money because he already knew that it was a scam, because he wasn't even married. So whatever imaginary wife he had that he never had or conceived or had, or had in his family, of course, he wouldn't conceive her, but, he didn't have her. You conceive children, you don't conceive wives. Just a little joke there. A little mess up in my speech here, just a little do-over. See, we don't have no teleprompters here, so whatever happens, we just kick it to you hot and maybe have you laugh a little bit along the way while we try to tell you the real news, the real serious stuff going on. In the midst of all that craziness, but the thing is, don't pay attention to scams. If you receive one of these letters, please call the police immediately so they can know where you got the letter and know where it came from so they can stay on it and catch these people. Because I do believe it's more than just one person that's sending these letters out. 2 people. Threaten them. Do not send them no letter. Do not respond to that letter. Just call the police in your area immediately if you receive one of those letters. Like we said, it's in Richmond, Goochland, Caroline County, and Chesterfield have received these letters. Oh, I think I messed up. It's Henrico County. But other counties may be in this county, and we do believe it's local and localized in Virginia. And they say more counties may be receiving these letters here shortly. So maybe a test run, but they may expand to more than one county. So if you get one of these letters, if you get one in your mailbox, don't pay attention to it. Hopefully, I hope you are faithful to your spouse. But if you're not, don't send them money because it's a scam. All right, now let's go to California news. 3 people have died in the flooding in California. Some massive rain. As a matter of fact, they have a big windstorm that's coming there today. It's going to dump snow and a lot more rain in Northern California. Meanwhile, Southern California is getting hit and rocked with severe weather, landslides, mudslides, and urban flooding. As a matter of fact, the areas had to been evacuated. Some areas had to be evacuated. More may have to be because of the rising water from the rivers that are flooding out of their banks. So be in prayer for the people out there in California. Meanwhile, back at home, we're experiencing some nice weather, warmer than normal weather. Temperatures may reach 82 degrees on Friday. No, I didn't say a misprint there, folks or kids. Nope, it says 82 degrees. We may see that here in Hanover County on Friday. And that's not a misprint. So, dress accordingly and always take your sweater just in case. Because you don't know what the weather will do in Virginia. Even though they say warm weather, always pack a coat in case you need it. Because we have strange weather here, in this area. So be careful out there and keep us on your prayer list. If you want to donate to us, we'd love to take your donations. And we use them for the news and for the sake of spreading the word and getting the news out. And also, a lot of parents are upset because they want to go from a 7th grade point scale to a 10-point scale because Henrico's on a 10-point scale and so is the city of Richmond. But you realize the higher you go on the scale, the lower your education and standards go academically. So, it makes it harder for you to achieve or to get in the same thing. If you lower your 7-point grade point scale to a 10-point scale, it will lower the education and academic standards because it always does. So, you could have a 12-point scale GPA, and it might sound easier to retain an A or a B because there's more point or wiggle room there, but it actually lowers the standards of your education and also living in your area when you do that. So, you might have to try a little harder to get a 7-point scale. Hanover and Ashland are thinking about changing it to a 10-point scale, but they haven't said that they're going to definitely do that. But there is talks in the works about that, and they're considering the matter carefully, which means they may change it here in the future sometime. But right now, it still remains at a 7-point scale. So you better do hard and study harder on those tests because it's harder to get that A. And if you study, you'll get that A no matter what point scale it is. Because when I grew up, we had a 5-point scale. And then it went to a 7-point scale when I was in 11th grade. So it was even harder than you kids have it right now. And you think 7-point scale is hard, well, think about a 5-point scale being hard. That's a lot harder to maintain a good grade point average than, say, a 7 or a 10. You all have it easy compared to us. So they had it a lot harder when I was going to school than you have it easy. So you're all complaining about it being 7.0, a 7-point scale spread. You ought to think about that. We were on a 5-point scale spread. So anyway, and the news, just something to think about. Take care. It's Michael DeSilva. Sayonara. I love you. And behave. And always, read your Bible. To help us out, you can PM me on Facebook. I'm Michael, Mikelj, and then DeSilvis, Desilvis. That's how you write it. And just PM me. And Facebook is personal message me if you don't know what that is. Or you can call me up and use the phone, and we can do it over the phone. We take credit cards to make a donation at 804-789-9373. Thanks a lot. This is Michael DeSilva from In the News.